Raj I 985 to 1014 AD. It was under Rajaraj I and his son Rajendra I that the Chola power reached its highest point of glory. His military conquests were these under 6. 1. The defeat of the Chera ruler Bhaskar Ravi Varman in the naval battle of Kandalur Salai and the destruction of the Chera navy. Second, the defeat of the Pandya ruler Amar Bhujang and establishment of Chola authority in the Pandya country. Third, the conquest of Gangavadi, Tadigai and Nolambapadi located in the Mysore region. Fourth, the invasion of Sri Lanka, which was entrusted to his son Rajendra I, as the Sri Lankan king Mahendra V fled away from his country. The Cholas annexed the northern Sri Lanka. The capital was shifted from Anuradhapura to Polanaruva, where a Shiv temple was built. So, Shiv temple in Sri Lanka at Polanaruva. Fifth, the Chola victory over the growing power of the western Chalukyas of Kalyani. Satyas Rai was defeated and Rajaraja I captured the Raichur, Dwap, Banavasi, and other places. Hence, the Chola power extended up to the river Tungabhadra. Sixth, the restoration of Bengi throne to its rulers Shakti Varman and Vimaladitya by defeating the Telugu Chodas. Rajaraj gave his daughter Kundavai in marriage to Vimaladitya. Don't get confused with the sister Kundavai, its daughter. Here is daughter. Seventh, Rajaraj's last military achievement was a naval expedition against the Maldi islands, which were conquered. By these conquests, the extent of the Chola Empire under Rajaraj I included the Pandya, Chera, and Tondai Mandalam regions of Tamil Nadu and Gangavadi, Nolambapadi, and the Telugu Choda territories in the Deccan. So, Chodas were Telugu and the northern part of Ceylon and Maldives islands beyond India. Rajaraja assumed a number of titles like Mummidi Chola, Jayan Konda, and Shivapada Shekara. He was a devout follower of Shaivism. Shaivism. He completed the construction of the famous Rajrajeshwar temple or Brihadishwar temple at Tanjore in 1010 AD, 1010 AD. He also helped in the construction of Buddhist monastery at Nagapattinam. Rajendra I, 1012 to 1044 AD. Rajendra I had demonstrated his military ability by participating in his father's campaigns. He continued his father's policy of aggressive conquest and expansion. His important wars were these were six actually, but Rajaraja were all the above seven, here now six. Rajendra had demonstrated his military ability by participating in his father's campaigns, like that of Sri Lanka. Now his own wars. 1. Mahendra V, the king of Sri Lanka, attempted to recover from the Cholas the northern part of Ceylon. Rajendra defeated him and seized the southern Sri Lanka. He didn't give her back northern part and also seized the southern Sri Lanka. Thus, the whole of Sri Lanka was made part of the Chola Empire. He reasserted the Chola authority over the Chera and Pandya countries. That was the second point. Now, third, he defeated Jaisamma II, the Western Chalukya king, and the river Tungabhadra was recognized as the boundary between the Cholas and Chalukyas. Fourth, his most famous military enterprise was his expedition to North India. The Chola army crossed the Ganges by defeating a number of rulers on its way. Rajendra defeated Mahipal I of Bengal. To commemorate his successful North Indian campaign, Rajendra founded the city of Gangaikonda Cholapuram and constructed the famous Rajeshwaram temple in that city. He also excavated a large irrigation tank called Chola Gangam on the western side of the city. Fifth, another famous venture of Rajendra was his naval expedition to Kadaram or Sri Vijaya. It is difficult to pinpoint the real object of the expedition. Whatever its objects were, the naval expedition was a complete success. A number of places were occupied by Chola forces, but it was only temporary and no permanent annexation of these places were contemplated. He assumed the title Kadamaram, Kadaram Kondam because he captured uh, successful expedition to Kadaram or Sri Vijaya. So Kadaram Kondam. Rajendra I had put down all 6 point. Rajendra I had put down all rebellions and kept his empire intact. At the death of Rajendra I, the extent of the Chola Empire was at its peak. The river Tungabhadra was the northern boundary. The Pandya, Kerala, and Mysore regions, and also Sri Lanka formed part of the empire. He gave his daughter Amangadevi to the Vengi Chalukya prince Amangadevi to Vengi Chalukya prince, and further continued the matrimonial alliance initiated by his father. Rajendra I assumed a number of titles. What Rajaraj did, he helped in the restoration of Bengi throne to its ruler Shaktivarman and Vimaladitya by defeating the Telugu Chodas. So Rajaraj gave his daughter Kundavai in marriage to Vimaladitya. He was a Vengi king, and now Rajendra also did the same. He gave his daughter Amangadevi to the Vengi Chalukya prince and further continued the matrimonial alliance initiated by his father. So Rajendra was one assumed a number of titles, the most famous being Mudikondam Kondan, Mudikondan, Gangai Kondan, Kadaram Kondan, and Pandit Cholan. Like his father, he was also a devout Shiv and built a temple for the god, for that god at the new capital Ganga Kondai Cholapuram. Gangai Kondan, Gangai Konda Cholapuram, Gangai Konda. He made liberal endowments to this temple and to the Lord Nataraj temple at Chidambaram. That's the temple where Parantak I provided the Viman, and Rajendra was also tolerant towards the Vaishnav and Buddhist sects. After Rajendra I, the greatness of the Chola power was preserved by rulers like Kolotung I and Kulotung III. Kulotung. Kulotung I was the grandson of Rajendra I through his daughter Amangadevi. The Amangadevi married to was married to Vengi prince, right? So he succeeded the throne, Chola throne, and thus initiated the Vengi kingdom with the united the Vengi kingdom with the Chola Empire. He united the Vengi kingdom. Were matrimonial alliances during his grandfather and great grandfather's time, but he united the Vengi kingdom. During his reign, Sri Lanka became independent. He united the Vengi kingdom, and Sri Lanka has gained its independence. Subsequently, Vengi and Mysore region were captured by the Western Chalukya. Now, Vengi and Mysore regions were captured by Western Chalukyas. Kotung once sent a large embassy of 72 merchants to China and maintained cordial relations with the kingdoms of Sri Vijaya. Trade relations with China and relations with kingdom of Sri Vijaya also. Under Kulotung III, the central authority became weak. The rise of the feudatories like the Kadavarayas and the emergence of the Pandya power as a challenge to Chola supremacy contributed to the ultimate downfall of the Chola Empire. Rajendra III was the last Chola king who was defeated by Jatavarman Sundar Pandya II. So the Chola country was absorbed into the Pandya Empire. So Vangi and Mysore regions were captured by Western Chalukyas, and Sri Lanka has gained independence already. And the rise of feudatories, Kadavarayas, or emergence of Pandya power and Pandya empire absorbed that empire.